just finally said they have a lead, and they think it's a good one, but that's all the information I have. And so hopefully it follows through and something for the good happens, because I haven't had any good news.
Tragic news involving that man's wife, and it's breaking news. Missing Michigan mom, Amy Henslee, has been found dead. The 30-year-old mother of two was shot multiple times, her body buried in the snowy woods just a few miles from her home. Tonight, a jaw-dropping and truly awful twist. Sorry to report this. Cops say they found Amy's body buried next to another female victim. Tonight, the cousin of Amy's husband, Junior Lee Beebe, this guy right here, is behind bars accused of both murders. According to local reports, he's already confessed to one of the killings. Search dogs traced Amy's scent from her home to that trailer in the very back of Beebe's rural property. Cops found large amounts, pools of blood, inside and outside that trailer. The two bodies were found buried nearby. They were identified by photos and tattoos. The second victim has been identified as this woman right here, Tonya Howarth. Police say she had been dating the suspect, Beebe, for about 5 years. So why did this guy allegedly murder his own girlfriend and the wife of his cousin? Police say Beebe and his now dead girlfriend were spotted at Amy's house the morning she vanished. Cops say Amy willingly left her house and got into the car with the two of them. In just a few hours, both women were dead. What did Junior Beebe allegedly have planned when he went with his girlfriend to Amy's house and picked her up that morning? Why did he allegedly kill two innocent moms? Amy's precious son will turn 11 on Monday. Her kids have been asking, where's mommy? Where's mommy? It's so sick. 4 kids now without a mother. Call me, 1-877-JVM says about this horror. Straight out to investigative journalist Michelle Sedona. Michelle, you're tracking this. What is the very latest?
Very latest in this case is that Beebe was picked up. He was charged. He is currently facing 2 counts of open murder and also 2 other counts for firearms charges. And what we have learned is that he possibly does have a long history, and some of that history does tie in with domestic violence. Now, that's important, Jane, because a lot of Tanya's family has come forward and has said, you know what? There's been some definite red flags, some signs along the way. They've been on and off for years, and there are reports that he allegedly had possibly put his hands on her a few times, verbally assaulted her, things of that nature. So, you know, domestic violence is something...
You're talking about the girlfriend.
I'm talking about the girlfriend, exactly, before they went to go pick up the other victim, Amy, at the house. So between their relationship, there seemed to be a lot going on beforehand. And domestic violence is something that is near and dear to my heart, and there are red flags that are present. So if this man is responsible for her murder, and there are people to come forward in the courtroom to say, I saw this, I saw this, I saw this, leading up to this, you know, leading up to this killing, this is just another story that we report on. And so it's important to get those red flags out there.
And all of this brings me to my big issue already. Toxic combo. This guy, this Beebe character, had a rap sheet for assault, domestic violence, and gun possession. Friends are also reportedly saying now that he had anger issues and was involved with drugs. One woman tells local reporters his now murdered girlfriend was, quote, like a big sister to me, but I hadn't seen Tonya in a while because Beebe was her boyfriend. And he beat her, and I kept telling her one of these days he's going to end up killing you. Anger, possible drug use, a violent history, a tumultuous relationship. Now that is one toxic combo of Mike Brooks. But why bring this other innocent woman, this mother of 2 young kids, into it?
We still don't know what the motive and the reason why they picked her up that morning. Because we know yesterday, as we were talking about, Jane, when her 2 little boys, ages 8 and 10, came home, she wasn't there. Amy wasn't home. So, you know, what was the reason that they picked her up and he possibly, along with his girlfriend, lured her to the house? We just don't know yet.
Well, Stacey Kaiser, you're a psychotherapist. Usually things boil down to money or love or sex or power, or family resentments, jealousy, that kind of thing. It's usually a handful of things that are involved.
All the above.
Stacey.
Yeah, you just absolutely rattled off the list, but that isn't enough. It's the other toxic things that you were talking about combined. It's the alcohol, it's the past abuse, and violent history. It's the fact that he already has a track record for being a criminal. What we look at is patterns of behavior, and his patterns lead down the path of somebody who's going to do something destructive.
Friends say the man in custody, this guy right here, Junior BB, had anger issues. We've been talking about it. Well, Exhibit A, he posted this video of himself involved in some kind of cage fight on MySpace. Check this out. All right, Mark Eiglarsh, will that come into evidence? Obviously, you didn't see him fighting, but he was getting ready to fight there.
Yeah, I hope that it doesn't. I would like to think that the prosecution, with an alleged confession, with possible blood, with a lot of other circumstantial evidence, would make that the centerpiece, the filet mignon of their case. When you bring in stuff like this, it opens up the door for us defense
but
lawyers.
let's not get into that. Take a look at this. This is the video of this guy fighting in his extreme fighting. Take a look at this. Take a look at this capacity for violence right here. I mean, Mark, there's sport, and then there's this extreme fighting, which is not exactly like lacrosse.
I'm with you, but the allegations seem to be that he used a gun, so he didn't necessarily use his hands. I think that any value that it has is outweighed by the prejudicial effect and what the defense could do with it. I don't see that it's going to probably make the state's case at all.
Mike Brooks, why shot multiple times? What does that tell you about possible motive?
Jane, this is one that they haven't really said yet, but usually you get some kind of passion, anger. His friends and some of the relatives are saying that he would be a nice guy, and then all of a sudden have anger issues, then going back to being nice. There had to have been something that happened within 24 hours, or just there, right when they went to his place, that I guess set him off. We don't know yet.
All right, hang on. More of this tragic story in a moment. We're also taking your calls, 1-877-J.